much respect I have for Adam Fisher and the Temple basketball program. I just think just tons of respect for their coaching staff, him as a head coach, and their program, the history of their program, and also their current program. Just words can't describe the respect I have for them from that standpoint. Hard-fought game. Feel very fortunate that we're able to come out of here with the possession win. We've been in possession games the first 3 games of conference play, and just obviously excited, and it's a different feel when you can go and find a way to win those games at the end. We know they come down to a play here, a play there, but I thought our guys, and as much as anybody, but other guys, continued to make winning process plays regardless of the score, and I thought that's how we flipped the game.
Coach, I guess what was the key in that second half? It looked like you guys attacked the basket more rather than just taking a lot of threes. You guys seemed to attack.
Yeah, it's such a double-edged sword because we came out tonight, boy, it felt good to shoot the ball well to start the game, and we get off to a good start, unlike the other night. But we didn't talk any X's and O's at halftime. We talked no X's and O's because we felt like, hey, this is more about how we are playing versus what we're doing. And we started the game out physical. We started the game out aggressive. I thought we got a little bit careless with our shot selection midway through the first half. That breeds confidence to the other team. And so when we went into halftime, it was strictly about intensity, fight, physicality on both ends of the floor. We said we're going to guard 94 feet the whole half, and then we're going to attack the paint the whole half. And we're going to play off that, and let's just roll it out there and see what happens if we do that.
Coach, CJ Walker was in foul trouble for a lot of the night, and you guys still found a way to win. Just how does that feel?
That was big. Not only was it, obviously, anytime you have a guy in foul trouble, especially someone that's such a big piece of what we do on both sides of the ball, that's a challenge, number one. Number two, obviously, you guys saw it, didn't have Sear Malanga tonight, so we're down in the front court. Sear and Cal were not available just because of illness. So we were a little thin, and then to get him to pick up his 3rd foul, yeah, that was a challenge. But I thought Reed was phenomenal. Reed came in and made 2 huge plays, just effort plays, a lot like the plays that Jay made late in the game, hustling, throwing the ball out of bounds, and keep saving possessions for us. And that's what we had to do. We had to find a way to rally and win every possession with hustle plays, and Reed did a good job of that, stepping in.
Coach, going off of that, when CJ gets into foul trouble, does that change any of the game plan?
Well, we went to the zone. I thought Temple did a nice job trying to get him isolated in the zone, seeing if they could pick up his 3rd foul. But he's such a big piece of what we do, scoring the ball. We tonight put Jan at the 5. We put Trevi at the 5. Trevi's 6'3", 6'4", and he played the 5. RJ played the 4. We had to go back to that. We just moved guys all around. RJ played the point and the 4 tonight. Trevi played the 4 and the 5. Jan started the game at the 3, played the 5 for us. It was just mixing and matching what we do, but it was, hey, no matter who's out there, what position, you better do it with physicality, intensity, and stay in that moment doing that. That's it. And let's just see what happens if we rely on our stuff.
Coach, just talk about the defensive pressure and intensity you went to in the second half, and that sideline out of bounds trap, and that 2-2-1 late there in the second half.
Yeah, man, Mashburn is one heck of a player, man. We knew going into this game how good this team was shooting off the bounce. They are unique from that standpoint. They shoot the ball well. They only took 16 threes. In today's college game, if you can keep teams under 15, 23 attempts, usually you're in a good place. They made 9 of them. But I tell you, I know, and without watching the tape, some of the ones they made off the bounce were really, really tough shots, and you give them credit. So we just tried to pressure, and keep them off the line as much as possible. And they still made good shots. They still made tough mid-range 2s. Mashburn had 3 that I can think of right now, late in the game. One put them up 4, one put them up 3. But they are a really skilled offensive team, talented team that can play off the bounce. So what we did, to your point, we trapped a couple times. We switched a couple times. We did some things to try and disrupt that rhythm. And we were fortunate that we were one possession better tonight.
Jay, when you guys had the ball at the end, the shot clock's off. What's the balance like of, obviously taking a shot you can make versus, doing it too early or too late?
It's definitely working on it in practice. We work around in-game situations all day in practice. We play 4-minute segments as if we're in the game, and we get a media. So all those come down to doing the same thing in practice. It's a confidence thing.
From like a player perspective, I know you guys have been right there at the end of a lot of games, 1-2 points. To come ahead, to pull this out, what does that mean for you guys?
It's really big going to the next game. It's going to give us a bunch of big hope, and we're going to definitely carry this energy into the next game of playing hard and get on the floor, doing the dirty work, and go at Memphis on Saturday.
This was your career high in points, today. I mean, I know you came from junior college as well. So I guess to perform like this at this level, how'd you kind of get to this spot?
It's all definitely work. So like coach gets on us about our vitamins. Our vitamins are really big. It's a really big reason why I love ECU. Our vitamins are really personalized. You and the coach one-on-one. So coming from JUCO, I didn't really have too many one-on-one player development things. So this all goes into my player development and coaches working with us in the gym extra time.
Coach, you guys leave for the road this weekend. Will you guys have any update on the sickness of players or anything yet?
No, probably got a little more complicated because it looks like we're going to have to leave tomorrow because of the snowstorm in Memphis. Normally we would have had tomorrow to watch this game out, watch the film, kind of start our preparation for Memphis, and then we'd come back and practice Friday and leave Friday, maybe later in the day. But because of the snowstorm that's coming into Memphis on Friday, we'll have to speed everything up. So won't know anything till tomorrow morning. It's just what it is this time of year. It's kind of going through our team. You guys saw the bench look thin. When I think about to your point, I think about R.J. Felton getting 12 rebounds and C.J. Walker in limited minutes going to get 9 and 4 offensive rebounds, and R.J. getting 4 offensive rebounds, and Trevi getting 3 offensive rebounds. We're a rebounding team. That's what we got to do. That's something we lay our hat on. As much as we want to defense and other things, and tonight it was nice to share the ball and we got assists, but we're going to go rebound the basketball. It's really important for us. And I thought, and RJ with 12 total rebounds, and the list goes on. I mean, Jay really hit the glass. Anytime you can continue to get more field goal attempts than your opponent, it's a good sign. And I think right now, I think we did it again tonight.
RJ played starters minutes, obviously, but coming off the bench again, do you kind of just like how that helps his game, or I don't?
He's awesome. Again, starting is never equated to winning. It's rhythm, it's connectivity of a team, it's maybe comfortability watching. I thought, the other night we didn't get off to such a good start. Tonight we got off to one of our best starts. We were really clicking. I think tonight we were trying to mix and match some things because of availability of players. That versatility, I really do look at it like this. Trevion has started a lot of games. He's a starter. Jan's a starter. Jay's a starter. RJ's a starter. I look at it like we have 8 starters. And you know what? If the lineup changes and another guy steps in, it's not because that guy wasn't doing what he's supposed to do, as we talked about last game. It's just to kind of get the rhythm in a certain direction. And I thought it's been great. It's been great for RJ. But he could end up back in the starting lineup at any time, absolutely, because he's done that and he's earned that.
Jay, there was multiple plays in that second half where I feel like you and Trevi were just out there making hustle plays. Remember when you diving for the loose ball, throwing off the Temple guys? Is this something you guys practice? You pride yourselves on? Just how big is that hustle factor?
Yeah, it's definitely something that we enforce in practice and around all our teammates. So like our coach definitely tells us whatever it takes, call it wit, whatever it takes to get it done. So when I seen an opportunity to go to the baseline, get an extra possession, it was golden. Like my eyes lit up. So definitely, we practice that and practice a lot.
Anything else?
Did y'all hear